Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of 0 to 60. I am super nervous. This is going to be the video where we see if the built motor, the budget Chinese built motor that I put together with not really any experience is going to work. So I've just made live the video on the Lamech working without any errors, but obviously we haven't started the car up. A few people gave me advice on what to do to prime the engine. I'm going to basically get some coolant in it, oil in it, a new oil filter. I've got to put a copper washer on the oil drain plug, and I'm going to try and put some fluid in the transmission, although it's going to need to be running to level off the transmission properly. So let me do all that, and I'll give you an update shortly. Engine oil's in, I filled that up, coolant's in. I haven't done a full coolant flush, not a coolant flush, but like the process to get all the air out, but I want to see how it turns over on the starter with the plugs in. Shouldn't do this. I should be a little bit more cautious and take the plugs out. But let's see what it sounds like turning over on the starter. If it turns over really good, I'm just going to try and prime it with the plugs in. But the other reason I wanted to do this, I wanted to see if it sounds like it's got normal compression on all cylinders, or if it sounds funny turning over. Okay, car's on. Foot on the brake. Anticlimax. Trans fault. All right. We got some working out to do. I'll be back. Okay, it just turned over for a second, but I'll show you guys what it sounds like. Now, this battery isn't the best. I might need to get a jump pack, but have a listen. I think that's normal, but I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, so that little clip you just heard, I'm not sure if that's what it should sound like or not. Don't forget the exhaust isn't on, and if it's turning over slowly, we could just be hearing the actual compression releasing in that. So it's like I'm hoping that's all it is, because it's probably only turning over at like 150 RPMs. I've now got a jump pack on it, and we'll see if it sounds any better. Okay, there was a transmission error, but it did sound a lot better. What do I do? There was also a distinctive sound difference then. It was turning over quickly, and then it slowed down, which somebody also commented and said that could be oil pressure. Apparently you'll generally hear when they make oil pressure, they'll turn over a little bit slower. All right, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, I'm just going to read the DME. Oh, hang on. It'll need me to connect to the actual dongle. Yeah, I just want to read the DME codes and see if there's anything in here that I should be worried about. I just noticed the ignition has turned off. Let's turn on again. I've been cranking it off camera as well. Come on, read DME codes. Yeah, I've been cranking it a fair bit off camera. I'm pretty confident it's got oil pressure. I'm getting ready to start it. I just want to see if there's anything weird with MHD or any errors logged. Okay, obviously all the injectors are disconnected. Got shadow codes for fuel high pressure. Beifreigabe der Inspritzung. I don't know what that means. And a crankshaft sensor signal missing. Well, we'll clear those. They're cleared. Didn't show any errors for the transmission. But guys, I think I'm getting ready to fire this thing up. The coils are in. The coils are connected, but it won't fire with without the injectors connected. I'm just going to hook up MHD monitoring, and we've got rail pressure there. Okay, you can see that the fuel pump is working. Gear is not working. I just want to see what rail pressure does. Actually, we'll stick it over here. Oh, come on. So, does it build up high pressure fuel pressure? Okay, it's got high pressure fuel pressure. That's good. It may have too much high pressure fuel pressure. Maybe that's what that German means. Because it's been cranked so much and the injectors aren't connected, it's just blasting away. This is a brilliant jump pack, by the way. Right, injectors are going in. Oh my God, this is legit the most nervous I've been for a 0 to 60 video. So, fairly confident oil is all through the engine. Somebody said to have a look through the oil cap, and it's oily as hell, although I did fill it through the oil cap, but it was about 40 minutes ago it got filled. I think we'll just start it, see if it knocks, see if it sounds like it's firing on all cylinders, and see how we go from there. Now, I haven't put the exhaust on, because I'm not confident in it. So we're not going to be able to run it for long. We're just going to run it for a few seconds and see if it sounds like it's misfiring or doing anything dodgy. Oh, this is horrible. All right, we'll turn the car off. I'm pretty sure that's just a transmission error, which could be a setting on the Lamech. We'll worry about that in another video. See if it starts. Could be fuel pressure. I wasn't what I should be logging. I think it's okay. It wasn't misfiring, it was smooth. But I wasn't logging, and what I'm going to do, I want to be on the outside, I want to be able to hear the engine. But it didn't misfire. I'm shaking. It didn't misfire. Sounded like it was firing on all 6 evenly. Woo! Holy shit, that is heart nerve. Oh my God. All right, I can't even talk. I'm gonna go get someone to actually start it up so I can listen to it from the outside and also be ready to actually log what's going on. I'll be back. I did just notice that the Lamech temperature for the transmission temp is off a little bit. The Lamech says it's 23, MHD thinks it's 25. All right, I need to go and get someone. Okay, got the assistant. I'm just going to try and keep an eye on MHD, but I really just want to have a listen to the engine and make sure it's not knocking or ticking or making any weird sounds, although it's pretty hard to hear without the exhaust. Can you turn the ignition on, please? Okay, ignition's on, MHD's come to life. I'm going to start logging. All right, fire it up. With no exhaust, but it's smooth. Okay, turn it off. There's always a problem. That looks like power steering fluid. Bugger. That was going too smooth. Or at least the engine sounds all right. All right, let me see if I can work out where that's leaking from. Well, that was a bit annoying. I don't know what it is yet, but it's peeing out. Oh, I didn't clip the power steering connector on. You muppet. Oh, I wonder if I can get to that. All right, I'll get that clipped on properly. Stupid mistake. Hopefully that's the only stupid mistake we have. Oil, that is, what is that oil? That is transmission fluid, which I'm hoping is just residue from when I've spilt it putting the torque converter in. I hope there was a little bit there actually before, and in fact it's quite thin power steering fluid. Hopefully it's just that. Although it did occur to me I probably should have changed the input seal on the transmission, just because sometimes the wreckers leave the torque converter hanging on them and it does damage them. Hopefully that is just residue. I'll clean that. I'll clean this power steering fluid. I'll be back. Okay, oh, I'm out of breath. I found the leak. I showed you that on the camera, I think. I'm trying to clean it up. I've degreased everything. And I've also just ran it for about 45 seconds to a minute. maybe a bit over, just to get some more fluid in the transmission. You can run the transmission fluid a lot higher once the engine's actually pumping. Oh God, it makes a mess. So much mess. What I'm going to do now is make more mess, it seems, is bring the car back down, get some actual heat into the engine, and then we'll see if we can select a gear. I think there's no horrific signs about the engine at this point in time. It's not knocking, and I've just had a good, probably minute underneath, right near the rods, and yeah, no funny noises coming from the bottom end of the engine. Whew. All right, let's turn the car back on. I have topped the power steering fluid up as well. Hopefully you can see me all right. I know it's terrible for here. For lighting, we got low pressure, fuel pressure. Let's start the car. Okay, so we're getting the transmission error. Coolant's up to 44. I kind of want to see if it'll go into gear. Let's see. Put on the brake. Dry, neutral. D. We're in 2D. Holy crap. Okay, back to park, back to park. I'm so nervous about this. I don't know whether to let the transmission spin. Nah, there's probably enough oil. I'm not going to load it up. Right, we'll go back into drive. D2. You can hear the car. So that's 500 RPM. It sounds funny because of the exhaust. Let's let the brake off. Oh, handbrake's on. Scary. Brake. Oh, fuck. No grinding noises, everything is sweet. Holy crap, will it go into manual? It's in manual. Do we have paddles? Okay, oh, we do! I'm so excited about this. Okay, so I'll let my foot off. Okay, the car is rolling. Shift. Very slow, okay. Doesn't want to upshift. Maybe we're not going fast enough. Okay, traction control. Traction's working. Let's turn traction off. Oh, the button's not connected. Shit. Ah, bollocks. All right, it's probably not gonna let me shift because traction's not there. But, guys, the shifter works. Hopefully you can see that. I need some extra hands here. But we got, go back to park. We go into drive. Oh. It goes to 2D. We go to manual. Okay, we can downshift, and the car downshifted then, I felt it. Oh, that's awesome. Back to park. Where's the mode switch? Does the mode switch work? Okay, hopefully you can see that. Alright, looks like we've still got issues with the... Oh, I've got to be in drive. Okay, we'll go to drive. Nah, it looks like... Oh, maybe manual. Okay, yes, in manual, the mode switch works. That's what it's supposed to do. I hope that's working alright on the GoPro. Alright, back to park. Let's stop messing with the gearbox. So I need to do the final fill before I do too much. I need to work out why the car is getting an error. I'm going to guess it's a setting in the Turbo-Lamic settings, but we'll worry about that in due course. The car is filling up with exhaust fumes. That's good. But most importantly, the engine's fine. I'm getting some strange smells. I wonder if MHD picks up the gear shift. It does! MHD, that works. Just the transmission temp is a couple of degrees off. But they could use a some sort of different algorithm to calculate the transmission temp between Turbo-Lamic and MHD. But I mean, it's close enough. Oh, that is awesome. Lamic has really done a good job. Guys, the coolant temp's at 56. I kind of want to get it to about 70. There is no coolant in it at the moment. It's just... It smells hot. There is no coolant in it at the moment. It is just water. And I did that because, again, I wasn't sure what was going to happen. I'm expecting all of this smoke, by the way. The engine was full of oil, like the combustion chambers were full. Everything was lubricated as well as I could get it. But doesn't the motor sound good? Oh shit. I'll put it in. Yeah, that's one thing. With the Lamech, you don't actually have a park. What's the temp at? 58. Alright, I'm going to stop filming. It's really fuming. I'll come back to you guys in a second. Alright, gassing myself out, but everything actually seems okay. I'll just let you listen to the engine a bit. I think, considering there is no exhaust on there at the moment, it all sounds pretty damn smooth. The Lamech is doing everything I think it's supposed to, apart from the car is seeing an error, which it could be because the DTC is disconnected, that switch isn't connected at the moment. Could be something simple, but we can go down into drive. It selects drive straight away. We go over to manual. Also, if I change my mode, I've got sports mode on the dash, manual mode, auto mode. Guys. Actually, also as well, these electronic shifters, if I go back down into manual and just push park, it goes back that way. I think it's gonna be good. I need that bracket. But yeah, engine sounds all right. Needs an exhaust. Parking lights are on. All right. Oh, and actually coolant temp got to 80 degrees C there. So I'm happy with that for a heat cycle. Just take the key out. Oh, and also when I come back up to start filming, I did notice that the screen does go off. So I think it must just go off when the transmission would normally go to sleep. Oh, so much smoke. I hope that is just smoke from the inside of the engine, the oil that was all layered everywhere, and not my ring gaps, but we'll work it out eventually. I imagine the ring's got to bed in a little bit as well. But she's smooth. I was really worried that it was going to sound uneven, not have the right compression. No fuel leaks, no oil leaks that I know of, apart from the power steering one. I think we're good. I'm going to call this a success to this point. And the phone actually just cut off then. I just want to say a couple of things. Thank you to everyone in the GoFundMe. This would not be happening if it wasn't for you guys. But also thanks to everyone that comments along, and even everyone trying to help me prime the engine oil. Like, I really, really appreciate it. Sorry for the little clickbaity video snippet that went up this morning. I couldn't resist. I did get drunk last night. It's because I was happy that the engine seems to be okay. Been stressing about it a lot this week. Anyway, guys, look, thank you all very much for following along. Yeah, I've just got to get the car put back together. I need that bracket for the transmission before I can really take it for a drive. But I think, hopefully, the next video you see will be test driving the 8 HP and the built motor. It won't be an exciting test drive, but just be see if it goes through the gears and any funny knocks or noises once the engine actually gets some load on it. Thank you all so much for following along. Man, I love it. Peace.